Hi, Brett Pickett here with OD TV, where I'm here at Bryant University for the New England camp with Coach Joe Florencio. Coach, what do you like most about OD camp?
The opportunity to work with the kids. There's no question about that. This is my 24th camp. It's my 6th camp this summer. I've got a couple more to do after this one. I've been working for OD for 6 years. And the opportunity to work with kids like what we've got out here, especially the younger kids, the 7, 8, 9, 10-year-olds, teach them some fundamentals, have some fun with them. You know, they're a blast. It's like being a kindergarten teacher sometimes.
Why do you think it's important for this camp to be full contact?
Well, there's no question you can't learn football in a half contact camp or no contact camp. I mean, you can learn some fundamentals, but you got to apply the fundamentals out here on the field. And the only way that you can do that, in my opinion, is with a full contact camp. There's no doubt that OD runs the best full contact camps in the country. That's why I work for them. You know, as a high school coach, and I've coached a number of different high schools all over the country, the biggest issue that I see with my own kids when I get them is that they're not ready for the contact. And that's one of the things that OD does. And we don't just line kids up 30 yards apart and crash them together like a freight train. We teach them how to block, how to tackle, and then we apply the teaching right here on the field.
Okay. We've been here all week. You've been spreading the gospel of a particular offensive philosophy. Why don't you elaborate on that?
Well, I'm a triple option guy. I run Navy, Georgia Tech stuff, and there's no doubt about that. I mean, I've been a triple option guy for years. But you know, one of the things about coaching in the camps is that I joke around, and of course I'm always pitching the ball to quarterbacks and even linemen. You know, I'm always spreading the gospel, if you will, about running the midline and the inside veer. But the OD camps are more about fundamentals. And we can joke around about the different offensive philosophies or defensive philosophies that the coaches might have. But in the end, what we do with the kids is we get them to be better football players, whether it's offensive line or quarterbacks or what have you. And then when they go home, they're ready to go into any system that any particular coach has, running for their team. A good football player is a good football player. Whether it's a good football player in a triple option or a good football player in a spread offense or, a 4-3 defense or a 6-2 goal line, it doesn't make any difference. A good football player can play. And that's what OD helps create through our progression, is good football players, guys that are ready to block. You know, in all the years that football's been around, all the decades, you talk to all the old pros like Maxie Vaughn and Dave Ritchie and all, in the end, it still comes down to blocking and tackling. And that's what OD's all about.
Joe Florencio from Bryant University for the New England camp. I'm Brett Pickett for OD TV.